now. You have done it.
I was just about to tell you.
In Sarah's bed.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? I'll make you sorry. Leave him alone. Come on, Mum. You get my daughter pregnant, run off with another man, and all you can say is sorry.
Stop it.
We've nothing to be ashamed of, Sarah. It's him that's in the wrong, and I want everyone to know it. Get inside, Gail. This is a bad situation for everyone. No one wanted this to happen. I think it suits you. I think you planned it.
Don't be stupid.
Just get inside. It was your idea to move into that flat. It was your idea to get married.
Yeah, because I loved her.
And Sarah couldn't believe her luck.
I still do.
It was your idea to have a baby. Yeah, she didn't take much persuading, did she? She never does. And you were happy because it's the only chance you're going to get of a grandchild of that pervert. Go home, Gail. That kid of yours has been dropping grandkids since she was 13!
Stop it!
At least she's not! Oh, there'll be dozens more to come!
Mum, please!
Every one of them a different father! Need an AIDS test after going with him! It's him that needs an AIDS test after sleeping with your slag of a daughter!
Shut up!
And different fathers! You can talk! She is a dead weight round his neck and he is better off without her!
Shut up! The two of you! Shut up!
What's going on? Oh, did you see that? What was that look for?
You talking to me?
You know I am. Looking at me as if I was something you'd trod in. Oh. Are you jealous?
I see.
I know you lied about Phil being booked up. Bet you were pig sick when he fitted me in.
I was surprised. How anybody would go anywhere near your feet after seeing the state of your net curtains is beyond me.
Do you know, he said that my feet were a joy to touch. Bet he was only touching yours because you were throwing yourself at him.
At least I didn't have to pay for it.
At least I'm not a charity case, and he was worth every penny.
I bet you had to pay for extra as well. I can't think anybody would spend the night with you without some compensation.
Yeah, that's right. And the only thing a man wants to do with you is drive you into the canal.
You only got interested in Phil because you knew I liked him.
Oh, can I help it if he finds me more attractive than you? I mean, and is it any wonder that fellas run a mile with your track record?
Have any of your kids seen their fathers? I shudder to think what goes on under your roof. Strays and alley cats, someone needs to throw cold water over the lot of you.
All right, that's enough. You're making fools of yourselves. Come.
You couldn't put me out.
Going out?
Yeah, going on a date, actually.
Oh, good.
But no hard feelings, eh?
About what?
Phil.
Oh, no, of course not.
So, where's Phil the foot fiddler taking you out then?
Dunno, said it was a surprise. I feel like a flaming teenager, though.
Going out with Phil?
Yeah.
No, I think you must have got your wires crossed.
Oh, do tell.
Well, he's over at my house now. I'm meeting him in here for a drink in a bit.
Oh, yeah, of course, the research thing with Sarah, he said he'd try and fit it in before.
Did he do?
Yeah, well, he's coming to meet me, and so your house is on the way.
I see.
Mind you, with all Sarah's problems, I mean, he might be there an entire week.
Yes, Sarah has had her problems. Your Todd being the main one.
Ladies, please.
No, it's all right, Sean. I'm not going to rise to this. Well, I was going to call it repartee, but it's just the ramblings of a jealous old fishwife.
Jealous of you? Oh, please. At least I'm close to my kids. I mean, they mean something. You hardly see your Todd, do you? He must have some sense after all.
Funny though, isn't it? Phil going out with me while you and your freaky family is using for research. Have a shot, please. Oh, what do you want?
I want you and your son to get what's coming to you.
You don't miss a trick, do you, eh? It was you that put that trumped-up tale about our Jason to the police. It is nothing but lies. You know, your David's out of control, if you ask me. And do you know why? Because you have poisoned that kid's mind. You've made him hate our Todd and our Jason.
No, I never.
Can we keep it peaceful,
Well,
lady?
I can, but her lot can't. He set upon my son and knocked him about. That's why I made me complaint. And I hope you're going to do something about it, like lock him up.
Gail, I never touched your David. He set upon me.
Give over, he's 14 and half your size.
I'm telling you, that's what happened.
You're a liar, like your cheating brother.
Hang on, Gail. Calm down. Look, I saw this.
this incident.
Well, great. So you can tell the policewoman.
Well, the thing is, it's like Jason said.
What?
David started hitting Jason. Jason was just trying to keep him off when he fell down. And that's the truth.
Thank you, Phil.
Do you still want to pursue your complaint, Mrs. Platt?
Place. Congratulations.
Jason wants his flaming head testing.
Yeah, Sarah will need something else testing, jumping into bed with him.
Scooter, Todd.
Yeah, we had it tested after Todd, don't you worry. Thought it better under the circumstances.
My son wrestled with being gay.
He broke her heart. No doubt Jason will do the same.
It's Violet who's heartbroken. I mean, lovely, beautiful, doesn't sleep around.
Sarah never recovered from Todd, another product of your non-parenting.
Oh, you mean Oxbridge, Todd? Yeah, really messed up there.
Come on, Gail, don't rise to it.
How is Borstal David, by the way? Heard he was sent home drunk from school. I mean, that's when he's not telling coppers a pack of lies.
David's been through the ringer.
Yeah, and Sarah's been through half the lads in Weatherfield.
And Todd's been through the other half.
That's it, come on!
Do you know, I wouldn't mind if my Jason was gay. It meant it kept him away from your leech of a daughter.
What right is
Leave
she?
it!
She's got no
For
right.
God's sake, woman, come on, drop it. Just drop it.
As crazy as the stuff Eileen's been saying about you.
Did you not hear me? I'm not having another day ruined.
But, Mum, the stuff that she's spreading...
Just leave it. It's stupid.
Oh, there you go again. Defending her.
What's stupid? What's she been saying?
Oh, Mum, there's no point. You'll just go ballistic.
I won't. I won't. Should have guessed straight off you'd be in here.
Sorry?
Heard what you're saying. You're putting it around I'm sending cards to myself.
Mum.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Cards from Richard. You're saying I sent them to myself because I wanted the attention.
That is not what I said.
Mum, please.
Please what? Please leave off? Thanks for your support, Sarah. I've always been able to rely on you.
That's not fair.
And saying I'm a twisted attention seeker is?
I didn't say that. Look, it was just a remark, Gail. I'm sure you've made plenty of remarks about me.
Someone is sending cards to my house from a dead man. And it's not me.
A dead man?
Her husband, the serial killer.
Shut up, Vera. This has got nothing to do with you. Should have known from the start it was you.
Why would I send you cards?
To make me finish with Phil.
Are you hearing this?
And it worked. I've been so stupid. You wrecked my relationship with Phil because you couldn't bear to see me with him.
The only one who's wrecked their relationship with Phil is you. Is it any wonder he left you? I mean, look at the state of you.
All right, ladies, let's tone it down a bit, shall we?
Hey, don't shout at my mum. She's upset.
Then take her home.
Come on, Mum, let's go home, please.
Yeah, take her home and chuck a bucket of cold water over
I
her.
told you, Vera, this has got nothing to do with you.
Yes, it's ours. We're just having a quiet drink here, please.
And when's anybody been able to have a quiet drink with your wife around?
Well, it's not her ranting and raving.
She's tormenting me, and I'm doing nothing about it. Well, I'm calling the police.
Well, while you're at it, why don't you call an ambulance? Tell them to bring a straitjacket.
Yeah, that's it. You laugh. What do you want?
What's she been saying about me?
You are...
Eileen, she's not said anything.
But seeing as you're here, you asked if anybody had a grudge against me. Talk to her.
This isn't helping, Gail.
Look, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Gail, but I do not spend my waking moments thinking about you and plotting against you.
Do you know anything about the harassment to Mrs. Platt?
Harassment?
Sending the cards, Eileen.
No, I don't. Not that she believes me. She told a pub full of people that I was sending them to her.
You wanted Phil out of my life. You've hated me family for years.
Well, no more than you've hated mine. You know, between you and her, you've ruined my life.
I haven't.
Right, that's enough. Stop it, a pair of you. Gail, she's not a sneak. Yeah, she'd fight you in the street, but she wouldn't send you the cards.
Wouldn't waste the postage on you. Anyway, we all reckon she's been sending them to herself.
I am not. I'm not.
I didn't mean that.
Look, there's obviously a lot of history here.
Please, can you just try and find out who's sending these cards?
She don't mean that, ma'am. You don't mean that, do you?
Mean? Mean? Well, I can pack a mean punch, lady.
What's going on?
Nothing, Gail. Everything's under control.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
What's happened?
Wondered how long it'd be before you turned up.
Glass of wine, Eileen. Wouldn't a can of lager be more your style?
Ma'am, come inside. Stop showing yourself up.
What's he doing here?
Careful the wind doesn't change, Gail.
Well, look what the cat's dragged in.
No, look what the bitch drags up.
And who invited him, Gail?
Ma'am.
David. Oh, see you at your dress fitting later, Sarah. I'm really looking forward to it.
I've got a phone call to make.
You can tell her he's on his way. You can tell her to put some lip in, but I'll tell you, if you say anything about Becky, I swear, if you ruin my son's happiness, I will have you in the morgue by tea time.
Look, you'd be delighted if they split up.
He loves her!
He's got a funny way of showing it.
Gail. Gail! You told Sarah, any chance of them finding happiness is over. Is that really what you want?
I'm protecting my daughter. She needs to know what a precious husband's done.
Who voted you, Miss Moral High Ground 2008?
Moral? You don't know the meaning of the word.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's not just Jason, is it? Comings and goings in that house is like a flaming bordello. Do you know, I wonder you don't get a Red Bull for the whole life.
You're mental, little...
Ladies!
Just let me get one into, sir!
Oh,
Come on.
You think I'm scared of you?
Well, you flaming should be! Ooh. Ooh. So is this like when Jason pushed you down the stairs?
That was then.
Oh, that was then, was it? Let me tell you something about my sons, shall I? They would never push me down the stairs, and they wouldn't go around battering some chav, even them as deserves it.
Jason had David up against a wall the other day. I saw it with my own eyes. So did Joe, so did Tina. Came within an half an inch of battering him then and there.
Well, I wish he had.
And David is not a chav.
Either one that should be getting arrested. Coming round to my home, threatening me.
He did what?
No wonder he attacked me if you've been spouting things like that. Have you heard of my home?
He denying it.
What did he do? Look, I went round to explain that I never took a bracelet, but did I raise my hand?
What, you wouldn't dare, 'cause you know why? I'd rip it off.
Oh, aye, yeah, the kickboxing queen.
Got a trophy.
You give it up after 6 lessons, Tina. You told me that yourself, and that was 4 years ago.
It was 3 years ago, and I still remember some of the moves. So I'm serious. You better watch it.
Oh, and who's threatening who now?
I'm threatening you, but I don't care who sees.
It still counts, even though you're a girl, you know.
One more word, David. I'm warning you.
But you're warning me, she's threatening me, and I'm black and blue.
Oh, David, get inside.
You're a weedy little joker. And one day you're gonna cross the wrong person.
Okay,
now,
Tina.
And when that happens, it'll be more than a black eye and a broken heart.
No, I'd listen to your daddy if I were you, because I've got plenty of witnesses out here. And the way you're going on, I wouldn't be surprised if you and the Grimshaws were in this whole thing together. You egging him on, him thinking he's rocky.
I want my bracelet back.
I told you, old bits of cheap tat aren't my style. Your jewellery box is safe, and so's your mother-in-law's.
Right, that is it. You know, I wish I did know who did this, because I'd like to shake their hand.
You vicious cow. You can say what you like about me, but I wouldn't wish any harm on your children.
Well, that's where we differ, isn't it? But at least your slut of a daughter stays out of the way. Unlike...
Everybody, come on, get inside. Now.
Obey up, the junkie's reading as a riot act. He stole your bracelet, Tina. Junkie see, junkie do.
Oh, go to hell! If Jason gets in trouble
On the street all on her own, because that's what he did. So don't tell me to give it a rest, Eileen.
Don't sink to her level.
Because of your blessed granddaughter, I've now lost both of my sons, so thank you very much.
No, I think you did a good enough job driving them away yourself, love. Where is he now, by the way? Hanging around Soho with Todd?
I haven't got a clue. I only wish I did.
Oh, dear, do you know, my heart bleeds for you.
Oh, so you got one, have you?
Get back to your empty house, Eileen. Work out where you went wrong.
Moving across from your wreck of a family, that's where I went wrong.
You take that back.
Yeah, I'd take your daughter back and get a full refund for her. Here we go. Another day in paradise, eh, Gail?
Just do one, Grimshaw.
Yes, me. What of it?
Norris!
Well, go on then. What have you got to say? Give it your best shot.
I don't know where to start. I mean, he's a prostitute who's ripped off your mother.
He was, is, and did no such thing.
Well, I've seen it all now. I mean, there is scraping the bottom of the barrel and then...
Well, at least we weren't having it away while his mad wife was sat upstairs oblivious.
The woman is dead, Gail. Have some respect.
Yes, and who killed her? Because from what I heard, she was locked in the kitchen with a bowl of soapy water and a toaster.
You know, I'd watch your back if I were you. Because when it comes to men, she's 3 dead and counting.
How dare you?
Gail! What are you doing here?
What does it look like?
I thought you'd be sitting on some Italian pizza. Up to your eyeballs in spaghetti.
I'll show you to your table.
Oh, another one bites the dust. Hey, well, at least Lewis wasn't a psycho, a thief, a liar, and a con man, yeah, but it's...
Oi! Park your backside, Sarah. Just ignore her. You know what she's like.
It's just the start of it. Could be the laughing stock of Weatherfield.
Look, I know you're excited to see him, and I am, come to think of it. I'm not being funny, but he's not even a big eater. These bags weigh an absolute ton. My fingers have turned actual blue. Look, it's all right for you sighing, but these fingers are my fortune.
Oh, do you know, you've whinged all the way home.
Do you know, you do somebody a favour and look what you get.
What's this, Eileen? Fading the 5,000?
No, Todd's coming back to stay.
Hooray!
Yeah, he doesn't get much time off, bless him. You know, the law firm that he works for, they'll struggle without him.
I'm surprised that London doesn't grind to a halt.
All right, I'm just saying that he has a lot of responsibility, that's all I'm saying. And how is the lovely Sarah Lou?
Well, she's very well, actually. She bought a new car last week. Dove Grey. It's very classy.
So you keep in touch then?
Oh, yes, I write at least once a fortnight. I know it's old-fashioned, but I think it's nice. I break open the Basildon bond and I'm away.
I bet she looks forward to your letters.
Well, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but... Well, I do have an amusing turn of phrase when I put my mind to it.
Have you told them about the latest instalment? You know, Kylie, David, stroke Nick?
People in glass houses, Eileen?
Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
So do I.
Oh, she wasn't talking to me.
Oh, well, anyway, I do. I wish you luck.
Oh, thank you.
Because after all, you're going to need it, aren't you? Because this is, what, your 5th time now?
6th, actually. Brian came back for more.
So, do you just keep the same wedding invite and then change the name?
Because at least I have been married, which is more than can be said for you.
I've had lots of wedding proposals, but I'm just a little bit more picky than you. You see, it comes of not being desperate.
Always the bridesmaid, eh? Never the bride. Mind you, if anybody chucked flowers at you, they'd probably wilt on contact.
OK, there are customers that need serving.
Whatever you might have heard...
You dare try and deny it. I heard it straight from the horse's mouth.
Michael said
Yeah,
this.
romping. They were on that tatty old settee of ours. Romping. I almost caught him at it.
Whoa, what are you doing, Gail?
Well, she's not had a shampoo yet.
Gail, you better put them down.
You should have put my husband down. But no. Pawing at him you were like a grizzly on it.
Oh, now wait a minute.
Why should I? You didn't. First chance you got, you pounced on him. He didn't stand a chance.
Now, hold on. Michael is no victim.
No, you have killed him on that settee. I mean, talk about a praying mantis. I don't know why you just didn't gobble him up and have done it.
Oh, no. Hey, you mad cow! Audrey,
You're
help!
all right, man. I can manage on my own.
Gail, will you stop this, please? It was a moment of madness. It meant absolutely nothing.
It meant nothing.
Not a thing.
Are you telling me you have no feelings for my husband?
Well, he's not my type.
But you knew he was my type. My husband, who I love. And that's why you did it, to spite me, you vicious...
Ow! Audrey, I'll have you a back!
Gail, you stay where you are if you know what's good for you.
You need locking up. If you don't, out! I swear I'm going to call the police. I mean it.
What the?
After a new boyfriend, are you? It was the fire brigade last time. No wonder they call it the emergency services.
You are going to let me walk away while I still have my dignity and you still have your teeth. Ow! Right. I have given you fair warning.
Nick, do something.
All right. Take it up. Whoa.
Look what you've done to my jacket.
Well, I've done you a favour, because you look like wee Jimmy Cranky.
What's going on? Since when did these two ever need an excuse?
She kissed Michael.
I know you're desperate, Mother, but that's practically grave robbing. What was it, the kiss of life with benefits?
Kiss of death, more likely. She nearly killed him off. I'm not surprised, mind you. Slobbering over him's enough to put any bloke in intensive health on you, cow! You said yourself you didn't love him.
Of course I don't, otherwise I wouldn't have sent him back to you.
Think I want your leftovers?
My lord, you say?
What's going on? Michael and Eileen have been,
No way.
How many times? Nothing like that happened.
Well, she would say that, wouldn't
Oh,
she?
shut up, you. You're as bad as her. The rotted apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Oh, yeah, well, whereas your David is just a prince amongst men.
Hang on, don't drag me into this.
No, mind you, she does have a point.
Oh, shut up, you. I mean, I thought you were scraping the bottom of the barrel with Barney McGrew with his missus sleeping in the next room, but this is a new low.
Who's Barney McGrew?
I mean, I know he walks upright and he's breathing, just. But even for you, it's not a good catch, is it? I mean, he's a failed birth blow with a dodgy heart and a fondness for white fronts.
Gail, we're too much info.
I mean, you can't half-pick 'em.
Hang on a minute. You married him?
Yeah, a fat lot of good it did me.
No, carry on.
Having dinner together.
It's called a date.
It's called two timing.
It was supposed to be platonic.
It was. But now it isn't.
Oof, buckle up, folks. Well, that's a problem. Because three's a crowd.
Much as I hate to admit it, Gail's right. You're gonna have to make a choice.
Must be something they're putting in the water.
Trust me, Emily, it's the air.
You should go home. Eileen?
Yeah. No worries. It's just a bit of fun. Try not to screw it up again.
Those two look cosy.
Oh, they're just...
You know, he was flirting with Audrey in the street and now he's sniffing around the daughter. It's absolutely shameless.
I pity George. Gail's got that look of a spider that's just trapped a fly.
Turns out I was Nefertiti.
Do you know what? The minute I clapped eyes on you, I thought there is something very regal about that woman. Did you drive a chariot? Did you rush around smiting your enemies?
Did? It was a full-time job.
Right. Just off to drain me spuds.
You need to keep your eye on that one.
I beg your pardon.
Gorgeous George. He has an eye for the ladies.
We're just friends.
Well, if you say so. But don't come crying to me when he rips your heart out and shoves it through the mincer.
Psst. I don't want to get paranoid, but Mary's been giving us the death ray stare ever since she arrived.
Mary's got a heart of gold, but she can be a very silly woman sometimes. She's got even worse since she's been hanging around with that Harridan.
Do you not get on with Eileen?
She's unhinged, bitter to the core.
Are you talking about me?
Wouldn't waste me breath.
You know, it's a shame you two didn't meet sooner. Gail could have put a lot of business your way, the amount of husbands she's buried.
Yeah, loads of them.
Well, your track record's nothing to write home about, Eileen Grimshaw. Grim by name, grim by nature.
Don't you pick on my bestie. She's had a run of bad luck, that's all.
Can I buy you a coffee, George? Help you to stay awake? Oh, and if you're having a quiet week at the funeral parlour, you should get her in.
Sorry, you've lost me.
Well, she can bore people to death. Get her to tell them all about her Blazer collection.
You're just jealous, that's what's wrong with you.
Jealous of you?
You, of all people.
You see me sat here, all petite and chic, enjoying life to the full, and you're green with envy.
Oh, dream on, flouncing about in your tabard, thinking you're God's gift.
Come on, George. I've had enough of this, fouling up the air with her vile comments. Let's go.
Churchill, eh? Well, I suppose if you're going to create a scandal, you may as well go with a big, fat, bald Tory.
To be fair, I think there's a bit more to Winston
How do
Churchill.
you manage to do that? turn up like a bad smell wherever I go.
Doing my shopping?
And hang on, how do you know about our shared relative?
Churchill. Family resemblance.
We worked out it wasn't actually Winston Churchill. It was a Frank Churchill. He's a midshipman in...
Well, she doesn't need to know that. I mean, how do you know that George and I are related?
Again, family resemblance. It's in the hips. You both got the same loping gait. Numpties, Audrey told me.
Well, she'd no right to tell you. Suppose the whole of Weatherfield knows now.
Whole of Weatherfield? As if anybody cares. I mean, it's hardly the gossip of the century that your great-granny Fanny used to put it about a bit.
Hey, now, Eileen, that was uncalled for.
If that's true, which it isn't, at least you'd have to go back 4 generations to find a skeleton in my cupboard. Whereas everybody knows there's barely anything else in the Grimshaws.
Please, Gail.
And everybody knows what you're like, but does he?
And what's that supposed to mean?
Perhaps we should just leave it, eh?
I mean, I know you're desperate, but this is a new low trawling through your own family to find a bloke to marry you.
Ladies.
Do I detect a bit of jealousy?
Of him? I wouldn't go near him, especially now I know that he's related to you. Ugh!
Charming.
What are you on about now?
Stop whining all the time.
Not again.
People might be putting the kids to bed.
She won't worry about that. She doesn't worry about anything. You see, this is what she does, George.
Gail, George had to ring me.
Constantly haranguing me.
What?
Spoiling family occasions, ruining Ted's legacy.
How many times I reversed over the flowers by accident? I should have aimed at you, rid the street of your sanctimonious little face for good.
Now, Eileen.
Did you hear that? Threatening violence, a running theme in her household.
Oh, Gail.
Well, come on then. Anything else you want to dredge up? Because I could be here all day with you.
That's enough! Look, I don't know the history of what's gone on between you two.
No, George, you certainly don't want to know.
No, you're right, I don't. But what I do want is to be able to continue to be friends with both of you.
Ah, but is that what she wants? I mean, because she won't care that you're related.
No, Eileen!
Oh, very funny. You see, this is what she's like.
Look, Gail.
You could be kissing cousins.
Eileen!
I'm sorry, love. It just...
Oh, shut up! Oh, I'm so sorry, Audrey. I thought that was one of them. Oh.
Yes, come on. I think it's best if we call it a night, right? Because Nick and Sam are waiting for you. Come on.
Yeah, and frankly, I'm bored of the pair of you. Good night.
Oh, happy Christmas.
It's over. And good riddance.
Well, actually, it's not over till the 6th.
I take it you're the person I have to thank for my present from George.
Wish I hadn't bothered now.
You and me both.
I told you she genuinely thinks it's the best idea ever.
Does she, Ek? You knew exactly what you were doing when you whispered in George's ear.
What?
Oh, get Eileen a funeral, George. Don't bother with clothes or perfume. What she really, really wants is 6 pieces of wood.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I mean, I would have thought that knowing it was all paid for, that your family would never be saddled with the expense.
It's morbid, and you are deranged.
Well, I'll take deranged over ungrateful any day.
Mum, leave it. Come on.
Poor George.
Mr. Mazzini's artichokes are ripe and delicious.
Il cacciosi del signor Mazzini sono maturi e buonissimi.
The helicopter is dangerously overloaded.
The helicopter is...
What are you playing at?
I didn't see you.
Didn't see me? I've got 3 enormous day-glow orange pumpkins. You could see them from lower orbit.
I was doing me Italian.
What?
Well, I've got this app and... Well, that's a zucca in Italian.
It's a flaming smash zucca. Look at me top!
Oh, that's nothing. Look, Come on, Eileen. Give us your hand. Come on, give us your hand. Eileen? Oh, well, text when you're going, because my mum would like to wave me off. Take a top up.
Yes, please.
She's here. Don't do it.
Oh! not again.
Look, it's just a splash. I've got this stain remover. It's magic. Put it into soap, it'll be right as rain.
Great.
Mum. Gail. Dry clean or replace? Your choice.
You said you had a magic stain removing stick.
I lied. Now he's interested.
I did not spill all that. It was only a splash.
And it wasn't the first splash, you clumsy old bat.
Eileen Grimshaw.
Gail, more surnames than hot dinners. There! That! Trying to fool me into thinking that you'd called in the angels.
You have seriously lost the plot.
You are seriously...
Watch and learn. It'll be you getting screamed at in the street next.
It won't. I'll fix it. You don't believe me?
Better than that, I don't care.
Oh, I will only pay for what I spilt. I mean, you've chucked a bottle of Merlot at it.
I will chuck a bottle of Merlot over you unopened.
Come on, give it here. Let's go. Let them fight it out. I'll go and put this in soak.